Raider Nation, what's good? Welcome to another great episode of the Unfiltered Truth. I'm your host, Phil Jones. My boy is back, the one and only Phil Robinson III, my brother from another. How you doing?
It's hot as dog balls out here, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's been 100 out here for like the last 5 days in a row. I am burning up.
That bad out there?
Yes.
We talking like how hot is it out there? I mean, we talking like 98 degrees. What we talking about?
100, triple digits.
Triple digits?
Triple digits for the last 5 days in a row. That kind of heat that just saps all the energy out of your soul.
Shit.
Where you wake up and all you can do is lay down.
Y'all can have that, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all can have that.
I'd like to get that back to somebody else too.
I want that, bro. I'm already dealing with my heat out there. The humidity's a hot mess out here in Maryland. It's yeah, bro. Bro, we got the fans back. Corey, how you doing? Taran, how you doing? Diggs, how you doing, bro? Hey, man, it's Friday. Everybody should be grabbing a cold one, watching the show right now. I'm hyped. I feel good. I know we've been on a little bit of a hiatus and all. We're back.
Hey, Kev.
What's up, Kev? How you doing?
I mean, not a hiatus. I don't know if we could really call it a hiatus as much as a content break, because quite frankly, ain't shit happening. At least not related to football, anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I mean, we kind of did need that little break, man.
Yeah,
we needed it. You over here looking like Whoopi Goldberg off of The Color Purple, bro. You needed that, bro.
Whoopi Goldberg off The Color Purple. Damn,
you looking rough, bro.
No respect. It's all right. I got all cleaned up. Face looks good. Got my hair looking all like $1 million out here with the shades on. Let's get it popping.
So, the new norm for the NFL. Right now, what we're looking at, everybody's getting ready to come into facilities. Yes, there have been players that have tested positive, but from what we were getting from some of the meetings with the commission, the owners, just a lot of things are voting on, political wise, just what's going on in the world. And then the other thing is making sure that everything that they have set up for precautions for dealing with the COVID-19, you need to make sure that, okay, are we following the same steps? Are we all on the same page with that? Make sure the safety of our players and our staff. So far, it looks like things are going to go right into play, but the way things have been popping up with so many surges and cases right now, you have to start to think like, damn, is there a small chance that we're not going to have a season? But we were thinking about that as a couple weeks back, like, oh, it's a small chance that we won't have the season. And, if anything happened, they won't have fans. Well, the way things are looking now, they might not have season or fans because we still don't even know what's going on with college football right now.
We don't know what's going on with college football. These players on these college teams are coming up with COVID cases like crazy. And college teams have 96 players? They're not hundreds of players.
Yeah.
And which is way more than you're allowed to have on an NFL football team. But the point is that you got young millionaires who are traveling the country. They're going to go out and they're going to experience life because that's what people their age with money do. That's what people their age without money do.
That's true.
You're watching. Go ahead.
Well, I'll let you finish that up and then I'll jump right into it.
Like you're watching cases soar because of protests. You're watching cases soar because of states reopening and trying to reintroduce themselves to regular life before we've really beaten this COVID thing. Now, I know there are some people in here who think it's a hoax. I know some people who are out here don't take it seriously. Some people got people who have perished to this virus. And the answer is that it's not a hoax. It's not going away, because if it was just going to simply go away, we wouldn't be seeing the spikes that we are now. And getting people together, 60, 70,000, 100,000 plus, in close proximity to each other, not including the 22, the 30 guys who are on the field at any given time, is begging for something to happen.
That's real. So here's the thing. And I know a lot of people, and I just saw what Kev was saying, I put a lot of money into these tickets. What the league is getting ready to start planning to do, like they either have it where you're definitely going to get your money back, all 100% of your money, even the damn taxes that was taken out, or you have the option to where I think is for 2021 season, where I know that the Patriots are doing the same thing, where you can just do it as like, okay, we can have you set up for 2020, 21. Just give you they're giving you options. You're going to have multiple options, whether or not you can cancel your ticket for right now, or, have it go for 2021 if, your game gets canceled. But, I was looking at a couple of things. There were some designs earlier what they're going to be giving for the players now. I don't know if they're going to be 100% of how it's going to be done. I hope it is done, because, you look like you're wearing a Halo Master Chief helmet, but I don't care.
I like them helmets. With you. I thought those helmets were looking fly, and I think
I like them.
They absolutely could. I wanted to see the Raiders design. I was hoping that they would take that and finally run with the all black, with the black and white logo design like we've seen so many times. And we've wondered if they were ever going to do it. But moving into Vegas for the first season, this would have been a perfect time to bring out an all black jersey and all black helmet. That would have been fire.
Bruh, and there's some rumors over the years that the Raiders do have that. They just never, really brought it out.
That would be fire.
If you bring that out, bro, that's going to have so many people so hyped. That's going to be the number one selling jersey in America.
That might make up for ticket sales. Legit. That might make up for at least half of your ticket sales right there. Because I would have to go out and buy all of it. All of it.
So if they do manage to surprise everybody saying that, oh yeah, we are gonna have new jerseys this year. It's gonna be for like the Color Rush games.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, we're gonna go all black. That's gonna be killer. Like I said, there was a rumor that was going around that they did have it. Al put it to the side for about, God knows how many years, and was like, when the time is right, it'll come out. Now, man, if that happens, I'd be like, hey,
sign me up. I need one. Maybe even 2 or 3 or 4.
That's real. Oh man, I'm really still thinking about this shirt right now.
Right? I mean, I fell in love with the helmet. The helmet was glorious. And then you think about going with a new jersey and black pants for once, and having all black in Vegas.
Okay, so look, with that mask, have it black on the outside, but
right there on the mouth.
Let it be silver right there. That'd be killer. Boy. That'd be some futuristic shit right there.
You could even go with a silver, your player's choice of silver or black visor.
Yeah.
That would be that could be fire right there. That could be fire.
We'll see how this goes. I definitely want to see a season, and I definitely want folks to be able to go and watch the games, because You know how damn well a lot of us have been waiting for to have a new stadium, be able to be like, man, we stepped our game up. We got the Jumbotron right here. It's better than Jerry's World. Yeah, I said it. Fight me, Cowboys fans. But I would love it.
No, the new stadium, the new atmosphere, the destination city where everybody in the world is not scared to come to the stadium. I think that Oakland got a bad rap in that aspect, but by certain tokens, they did earn it too. We got to call a spade a spade. But the whole atmosphere of Vegas was supposed to be one of welcome that brought in everybody from everywhere to this shining jewel with the 85-foot eternal flame tribute to the Maverick Al Davis. And it was set up to be a really, really big thing and a really glorious thing. And I'll be damned if once the Raiders finally got a new stadium, before the Chargers and the Rams, might I add, they can't even play in it. I mean, that's kind of what type of shit is that?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be real. Chargers, they kind of screwed the Raiders over. So forget them.
Them and the Rams. I am enjoying Kroenke paying millions to the University of Southern California to continue to rent out the LA Coliseum because he can't get his building finished with 6-month head start on the Raiders.
Oh man, it's something like that, yeah.
6 to 8 month head start on the Raiders.
I take that back. I wouldn't even say 6 to 8 months.
No, it might have been. Yeah, from groundbreaking. From groundbreaking, yeah, probably.
I feel like they just had more time than us.
Oh, for sure.
It was more than it was about at least a year and a few months. But I'm just like looking at the Raiders, you finally get into your facility. You seen the new training facility. Everybody's seen inside of it. They have a practice field.
Clubhouse is magnificent. The locker room, what they call the locker room.
Man, it's beautiful.
It's magnificent.
It's like you stepped in. It's like from rags to riches.
No, that's real.
Literally.
You
walked in there, man. Like
no players are talking about their high school facilities were better than what they're in as pros.
Look, I put it like this. They got the automatic toilet flusher finally.
Right?
They had that before.
They actually did. They conducted a test in the stadium and flushed all the toilets at the same time and didn't get a backlog of sewers.
Damn.
The little things, right?
Yeah, it'd be the little things. And you saw how it turned into a big thing when you like, what the hell was that smell? We don't got rats in the vending machine no more.
No, there's no vending machines. Getting all 5-star chef meals comp from your favorite casino.
Yep.
Probably even got a buffet down there at the club level seats.
You already know PF Chang's going to be preparing most of the meals. They're going to have Gordon Ramsay preparing a few meals and all that.
Guy Fieri's barbecue shack.
Boom! Right there. I mean, damn, Raiders needed this, man.
They did. They do. This is great for the franchise. And what really sucks about it is that 2020 is no matter what they tell you, and let's be real, we've heard what the commissioner said. We've seen that everybody is doing their absolute best to force this through. But the numbers and the data and the health issues are what they are, and they're not going away. Von Miller caught COVID-19, and he hasn't even said he's fully recovered yet. So what impact is that going to have on players? And if somebody catches it during the season, the whole team has to be quarantined.
That's real. And like then you had some folks that were, still going out and, kind of doing their own thing. And it's just like, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Yeah, so Sophie Stadium broke ground November 2016. Allegiant Stadium broke ground in November 2017. And Sophie Stadium's over budget, not on time, and Allegiant Stadium is.
Yeah, they asked for extra money. Yeah, man. I was like, what? You needed all that. You needed all that extra money just to try to get this stadium done. Come on, man.
They got to bring in different crews because their people keep testing positive for COVID.
Yeah,
I mean, they're in a bad place, and right now that stadium is just sucking down money.
That's real. You did not lie yet, my friend. So, other than that, hey, what's up, Rich? How you doing, bro?
Rich.
All right. So, other than that, I mean, let's go on and have the mindset that we're going to go into training camp right now. As your starters, Mr. As what they've been saying on Twitter, this is the Derek Coochie Man car. Oh God, somebody got me to that one. I was like, wow, that's funny, but that's kind of messed up. But so you got Carr, the starter. You got Josh Jacobs, Ingold, Ruggs, Williams, Renfro, Jones, Aguilar, Edwards. We got Waller. We have Moreau, and Moreau running up the damn hills. Like, what the hell? Okay, he's looking good now.
I don't know if I'd say
Witten.
They didn't really run up the hill. You don't run up a hill like that.
So I found out about what happened with O'Leary. Yeah. And I hope the best. I hope he gets well. He had a heart attack apparently. So that's why he went on and retired.
Godspeed, and I hope for a full recovery for that. That when I heard about that's definitely scary business for a young man. 24, 20, what was he, 26 or 24?
26, yeah.
26 years. That's what, 26 years old to be having a heart attack and having to quit football.
Well, he's not quitting. He's not quitting. He's just taking the season off.
Well, we hope he's taking the season off.
Well, that's what he said. He's going to take the season off. He's going to come back. This man survived a motorcycle wreck like it was nothing.
Right.
And still played that game that week.
Tough son of a gun, but your heart is your heart.
So, offensive line right here, we're looking at Colton Miller, Richie Incognito. You got Rodney Hudson, Gabe Jackson back, and then we have a low lighter and kind of slim Trent Brown.
Yeah, he looks good.
Trent Brown lost some weight.
He's lost quite a bit of weight. He looks real good. He's moving better. He looks like he's able to stand on one leg and balance and have much better balance and strength in individual legs. He looks really good.
Yeah.
And it's easy to say that, but in terms of a 6'8", 350+ pound man being able to do those types of things, that is a very good sign.
No, definitely. And the problem, he was having the knee problems and whatnot. We need Trent 100%. We need this whole offensive line to stay 100% by any means necessary. Yeah, and then, what, we do have the depth for this offensive line for guys to come in, step up, and get the job done. You have Simpson from out of Clemson. You have Denzel Good still. Lester Cotton
He's
Jr.
on the team.
He's back. Damn, I say old boy's name back.
David Sharp is still there.
Yeah, David Sharp, yeah. So my whole thing is they have guys there to come in like we can get the job done, we'll step in. And that's a good feeling right there. That's a good feeling that you know that they can come in, step up, get the job done. Guys are going to be like, all right, we can still get the job. We can still move forward. And then you got to remember, new pieces that we added to this offense. I mean, like I said Brian Edwards and then Lynn Bowden Jr. I mean, my God. We know the guy's speed. We know what he can bring to the table, being at wide receiver, running back, even at quarterback. If you're going to be running some wildcat, some read option plays. Phil, to be honest, this team is set to where the only way you can fail is if you're not giving 100% effort.
Lack of execution and effort. That's right. This team is idiot proof. This team is deep. This team has got depth. This team is explosive. This team has speed because as you were listing through the players, the Ruggs has finally made it out there to Vegas to the park to participate. And veterans have been given feedback saying that this guy's the real deal, that not only is he fast, he runs excellent routes and has good, strong hands. Is a lot stronger than what you would think. You would consider him a smaller body in the NFL at only 5'11" and 200 pounds. But he's a solid 5'11", 200 pounds with super speed and strong hands. And quite frankly, that's what that description of a wide receiver minus the 5'11" is exactly what they've been missing. Speed and strong hands and precise, clean routes is a quarterback's best friend, especially in a timing offense like the one that Gruden runs. And so there was a lot of question about should they have drafted CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy, but Ruggs was the receiver that I wanted for this offense all along. I felt that he would be able to take the top off. He'd be able to hit those post routes and whatnot and make it a lot easier for them to get vertical in this offense. Maybe his speed will force Carr to actually throw the ball and launch it instead of trying to hang it up in the air for the whole entire world to chase after.
Yeah. You actually really hit on that. But dude, it's just, like how you have your Madden Ultimate Team and you're just putting guys together left and right. You're just like, damn, this shit can really flow. What John Gruden and Mike Mayock has done with this team, this offense right here through this offseason, literally is what we've been asking for. I mean, what they've been looking for. With the receiving core, the running backs, the offensive line, man, and I'm going to add another thing. They're supposed to be bringing in another kicker. He plays in I think he plays in the Japanese league. So that's something we got to pay attention to because I'm going to tell you this. Carlson was having some major struggles last season.
Very much so.
I feel like it's got to be major kicking competition right now because I feel like that costs us a lot. But real talk, this offense should be getting it done where we don't have to look at kicking field goals all the damn time. You know what I mean?
Should be asking. Carlson will be fine as long as he's kicking extra points and kickoffs. And that, quite frankly, that's ideally all you want your kicker to do.
No, that's real.
It would be and to Captain Jack's point, that's right. Not only do we have a clear direction, but we're seeing some return on investment and execution of a plan. And it's all being put together to make it to look like what it needs to look like. Now, we've all fallen victim to the paper game on many occasions, and it still needs to translate to the field. But this has a different feel to it when you look at this roster from top to bottom, because if what you don't have the feeling that if one guy goes down, the entire season is a wash.
Yeah.
From your quarterback to your running backs, your wide receivers, your tight ends, even the offensive line. You have solid depth across the board and ability, home run hitting speed. You can play different styles. You can ground and pound. You can go spread, toss the football. You can run read option with Mariota. There's no limit to the things that you do. You can do. You can adjust with the game plan to beat any team because you have the ability to do so. And we have not been able to say that back in the past. The Raiders would have had to have beaten a team playing the style that they were designed to play. Otherwise, they were going to get hopelessly slaughtered. And the defense has finally got what it needs too. Linebackers, defensive ends, big pass rushing defensive ends. You got defensive tackles that can collapse a pocket, get after a quarterback, win almost instantaneously at the point of attack. This is supposed to be, and if they do play, will be a big year for the Las Vegas Raiders. They should have a ton of hype coming into this, and everybody who wants to sit here and say, and there'll be plenty of haters that want to talk about how they still ain't going to be shit. And for the records that they put out for the years of losing, it's hard to argue with that. But when you look at it, and year 3 is typically when John Gruden-led teams take off and win the division and go to the playoffs.
No, that's real. And the other thing about it is this. So we're looking at everybody just expecting, oh, well, you already heard your guys from Pro Football Focus, your fantasy league guys, that, oh, well, Derek Carr, he's just going to be throwing 3 yards in this, 5 yards in that. You know what?
It's possible.
It's possible. Yeah, we're going to see some of that. But I think it's going to be a 50-50 split this year, bro. I think it's came down to the point where this is going to be a 50-50 split passing-wise this season, where it's like, if I'm John Gruden, I'm like, homie, I need to go deep. And as much as we hear folks say that, his offense is only designed to only do like short passes, it actually isn't.
There's a built-in deep shot on every single play, every single pass play that he has. It's a question of how do you want to attack it. Usually that is determined by the lineup of the defense. It's normally
John, he is capable of making those throws.
Yeah.
And I mean, I go back and look at his rookie season. He's able to make those throws. He made those throws in preseason to Denarius Moore. And I was like, I love it. I was sitting like Jack Nicholson, shaking my head like, yeah, I want this. Yes, do it.
Just like that.
He can pull the trigger. We know that.
I've seen it.
We know he can do it.
Question is, can he continue to do it? Now they'll show you some nice looking throws out there in the middle of the desert with no pass rush on 7-on-7. But I want to see him have the heart of the lion, hit that 5th step and then stand tall and let it go.
I'm gonna be real here. I feel like Carr's he's gotta get that he's gotta get that fire, that tenacity that he had from going from his rookie year to year 1 and 2 with Jack Del Rio, where I say Bill Musgraves.
Or the way
he's got to dig deep. He's really got to hit at it like, this season's like literally now or never.
He needs to play every game like he played week 1 of last season.
No. I need him slinging that shit like how he did against Tampa Bay, bro.
And that means the defense. He can only do that against a defense that predominantly runs cover 2. If you go back and look at all of those games that he's had incredible numbers like that, they've all been in a cover 2 defense.
Okay, you can say Denver, going up week 1, but I want this man slinging it. I want him slinging it. I want him slinging it better than a crack dealer.
I want this man pissed off. I want this man to be disgusted, angry. That's what I want him to be. I want him to be. What did Ray Lewis say? I want him to be pissed off for greatness.
But you know what? The more and more I was thinking about last year, I'm sorry, you guys, my allergies just started flaring up. It's just bothering me.
Nah, bro, you don't have to lie to kick it. I said Derek Carr being pissed off for greatness, and it brought a damn tear to your eye.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm not crying. Okay? I'm not crying, man. Shut up, man.
I'm
not crying, man. Shut up. You don't know what I feel, man. You don't know what I feel.
That's my quarterback, man. That's my quarterback.
I'll leave it alone, bro. It's not funny. Oh, man. Oh. This is the laughter I needed. I know everybody needed that shit right there. But really, man, I feel like when we had Hard Knocks last year, I feel like the Raiders couldn't do what they really wanted to do during training camp, if you get what I mean. I feel like you had a watchful eye of everybody recording this, and this, and usually you're able to cut loose if you don't have them kind of cameras on you. And you get to now this year, you're like, shit, I can do what the hell I need to really do to how I usually prep. Maybe some people will be like, oh, why is he doing it like that? And then everybody harassing him, all that shit. Look, we got a new stadium, a new facility. There's some sort of pressure in there to where you're coming to Vegas, a new home, and people are expecting to see wins, just like how the Vegas Knights did. I think even the Aces did, the women's basketball team. So
they should.
You're coming to that area, Vegas is like, we got 2 winning teams here. Is numero 3. Are they going to do this? Are they going to win? Are they going to? And shit, I don't blame them. They're going to be like, shit, we've been winning this, and this. We want some wins. We want y'all to come in victorious, because a lot of things are getting set up for the Raiders. Like, I'm going to tell you this. Vegas is going to be the main hotspot for a lot of NFL events.
Yep.
We got the Pro Bowl coming this year. We have the draft coming back 2022. Should have been us this year. But, they said, we're going to get you for 2022. I don't know why they're doing it in Cleveland. That's ill.
Right.
Ew. But, the fact of the matter is, I want to read this question right here. I'm going to read this comment here. I don't think there's a question we can win at home. It's on the road. I'm always worried about that. And you're right. Because I'm going to say this. And Jack, yes, you're right. Cleveland. Ugh. But You lose week 1 against Carolina, I'm going to tell you this. It's going to be the biggest shitstorm anybody's ever seen.
Yeah, that's not going to be good.
Phil, you heard of this whole Sahara Desert storm, sandstorm coming in and shit from out there and then hitting over in Florida and shit? Bruh, we're going to have a shitstorm. It's going to be like that, but it's just going to be like everybody shitting on us. You're going to get shitted on from Facebook to Twitter to Instagram to ESPN to NFL Network, fucking CNN, Fox News. Everybody's going to shit on us. Fucking Vice Media is going to shit on us. Telemundo Media is going to fucking shit on us. You lose to Carolina in week 1, that's going to be a hot mess.
It's a bad look. It's real bad. I mean, that for all the practicing that they've been doing out at parks when they weren't supposed to be practicing, all the guys who've been showing up just to randomly throw the ball around, we'll call it, to go up there and lose to Carolina with a new head coach, a new quarterback, new system, and players who haven't even understood what it is that they're doing. Because you got to remember, the Raiders.
And hold up, and not led by a Luke Kuechly anymore. So I'm gonna tell you this: that's how much it was a big impact on that defense. You don't have Luke Kuechly on that defense anymore.
No.
He was a major impact to that defense. It wasn't just because he was getting there, he was good in coverage, or he could handle a run support, or he knew how to get everybody set into place and set up right. You not having him there and he's retired, that's a huge gap they have to fill. So when I tell you you're not taking advantage of that and you can't get it done, I'm going to say Raiders they're going to have a problem.
And then turn around and come home and get smoked on Monday night?
And then we'll be hearing word is John Gruden's on the hot seat.
No, it won't be John Gruden on the hot seat, but you know who will be on the hot seat?
Let's see. Gunther, Carr.
Yeah, somebody's, depending on which side of the ball it is, somebody's going to lose a job fast. That Gunther, either it'll be Gunther whose play calling duties will be restricted, or somebody else will be taking a larger hand in the day-to-day operations, or you'll be hearing from Mariota early.
Yeah, but I that's the whole thing. It's like, yeah, Gunther is already on the hot seat. Shit. Just put some hot glue on that bitch. But that's the thing. Like, you're going back and forth and wondering, like, the Raiders are going to be able to do this, or this is going to happen, that going to happen, and then it's on them. You have everything literally laid out for you to succeed this year. It's laid out. The path has been laid out for you. Now, I know everybody's saying, well, that can be, kind of tough to win there or win there. But I'm going to say this. It's not. It's not tough to do this or that. Because you know why? You want to know why, Phil?
Why is that, Phil? Let him hear it. Why is that the case?
Because John Gruden literally has this shit set up to where shit is supposed to be idiot-proof. If the Bills were able to make Josh Allen mistake-proof, then this damn offense and team in general is technically idiot proof. It's just you have someone that is not following the simplest directions. And literally, he's like, this year, okay, I literally have all the pieces in set up to where, well, he can't F this up. He can't F this up. He can't F that up. So, and he can't lie about making that mistake. So there's no problem.
Shouldn't be at all. Shouldn't be one anyway.
So that, I mean, like, and we look at the defense and all. It's like, this defense should be killer. I know everybody's like, kind of worried about like, well, is such and such going to be able to do this? We're going to be able to get
Peterman is better than you think. I will say that. In this offense, Peterman is a lot better than you think he is.
That's real.
All you need to be able to do is because if you look at it, if they put Peterman in, they can reinstall the rollouts and give him half field reads, and he's got a live arm and can make a quick decision. It was a bad situation in Buffalo, a real bad situation in Buffalo.
No, that's real. That is real right there. But I was thinking about that the other night, but no, you really look at this. The key for the defense.
No, he's not.
Still applying pressure on it for that D line. Linebackers have the speed to cover sideline to sideline, can handle coverage, can cover tight ends now. These are guys that are proven that they can do that, not guys that we only saw bits and pieces of, but have taken control and handle the damn job that can, he can actually cover that. He actually can do that. He did that against us.
And a guy who can actually run the defense and run it correctly and get people lined up in their proper spots, which is
and especially look, a guy that had to handle the Chicago defense when you didn't have Roquan Smith there, and then Leonard was out. And he had to hold it down. It was like,
yep,
my job is this. I'm going to handle this. Was getting guys in check. He made sure he was like, hey, all right, this is what we need. And then you bring in a guy that who I feel, I'm going to tell you this. He's going to be a solid impact on defense for us. Tanner Muse. I feel like Tanner Muse is literally going to be that guy. He comes in where we're going to be able to run a basic 4-3 front. And then if one of these two guys on the outside got to kick it out to the outside and cover the slot, we're not going to have that. We're not even going to have a problem because they can handle that.
Michael, on corner, I believe that corner is going to be a much improved position as well. The young guys are going to have to take their lumps for sure, but with Amukamara and Trayvon Mullen are going to be able to do fairly nice things. You don't need Amukamara to be a superstar. I actually believe that's more of Mullen's the deal. He was on top of passes as a rookie and just a fraction of a second off in his timing, which I believe with more repetition, which he should get it this year, he will be able to close on those balls and pick off passes and be that guy that we drafted. Arnett, I cannot wait to see Arnett, because for all the hype that Jeff Okudah got, it was Arnett who was actually doing all the work. But he wasn't getting any of the accolades. In fact, when it came to giving a description about Arnett, he'd been disrespected and told that he was leaving college early for some odd other reasons, and that's not the case. People have been coming at him for his opinions on the social justice issues and the racial inequality throughout the country. And he's an opinionated player, and I appreciate it. He's not wrong in what he says, and I don't believe that he's going to be bad for us at all. I think that he's actually going to push Amukamara, and Amukamara is there as a placeholder for him, as his placeholder, just in case he didn't pan out as a rookie.
That's real. That's real. That's real off the bat, bro.
Collins is going to be Collins and Hurst will be good in nickel situations. PJ Hall he's gonna have to show some. He's gonna have to prove to Rod Marinelli that he's ready to play and he's ready to be here and he's not in his own head and he's not a habitual fat person and he's ready. I'm sorry, when Brenson Buckner said that, he killed me with that, bro. Habitual fat person. Goddamn, he is clowning this man on camera. He didn't even save it for when the cameras wasn't rolling.
That's cold.
But the truth is the truth. PJ Hall was drafted in the second round because he had unique physical traits. And he's got to be able to develop those and expand on them. This is now year 3 for him. And if he doesn't show up now, he may not show up for the Raiders ever.
Man, I'm just he has so much talent. And you can't let that shit go to waste. I mean, I know I've heard there was talks PJ Hall wanted to kick out to play defensive end. He wanted to be able to do this and that, but they wanted to mainly use him for inside. And you know what? You gotta show folks like, hey, if I can get it done inside, let me show you that I can get it done on the outside too. So that's on him. He's got to step it up, especially in preseason. He can't look soft as shit. He can't look like baby shit, really. He's got to show that I can get this done. Now, that's a possibility. He probably only had one chance to show it and only has, I don't know, maybe one preseason game. And he's got to really go all out.
So he's going to have to.
They already canceled the Hall of Fame game. Yep. So with them canceling that, you got to understand that,
and they're looking at they were only looking at playing 2 preseason games anyway. With everything that's going on, yes, they say that they're looking at training camp starting on time, but quite frankly, it don't make no sense to travel and have people go all over the place to play these meaningless games in the middle of an epidemic. That's, like you said, Phil, you already postponed the Hall of Fame ceremony and the Hall of Fame game. That should tell you something about which way the wind is blowing.
Yeah. No, it's like, look, ladies and gentlemen. Well, gentlemen here for D-line. Hey, you have this amount of time to do this and this, and I'm stressing about this because I'm thinking, like, I remember there was a time where my coach had said to me, like, if you're gonna half-ass this, then why are you even playing?
Why are you here?
And you can't do it.
Because it shows and everybody sees it the moment you do it.
No, that's real. He's got to step up. He's got to show everyone that, they brought me into the second round, and I can do this. You were a second-round pick. You have to go off.
A small school second-round pick, which means they thought incredibly highly of you.
Even Mike Mayock had you up there. He came out last month and had you up there, so you got to step it up. That's all I really can say on that, But there are going to be guys that are going to be looking to step up and they're hungry. I know there's one guy that I was talking about from Michigan State, and kid was a beast inside for run defense and pass defense. And this motherfucker, right? When you see a big boy run a pick six back, you gotta love it. You gotta cheer for it. So there are guys, even though they were undrafted free agents, there's talent on this depth chart. If you really take your time and go and look, there's talent all over this depth chart. And when I mean offensively to defensively, the Raiders have no excuse. Not one damn bit. Even if that one guy that you thought was going to start, your number two guy comes in and can take care of that job.
Your number one guys don't have to play the entire game because the number two guy isn't a huge drop off in talent. And the number two guy brings something different to the table and does the same thing, but in a slightly different way, so that it keeps the predictability element out of the defense. Now you gotta see this guy who can do something a little different than what you've been seeing. Like let's take the kid Brian Edwards. That dude is a hog. When was the last time you saw a wide receiver that was that much of a man for the Raiders organization, be it Oakland or LA? You've seen fast guys, you've seen tall guys, you've seen short guys, you've seen strong guys, but you haven't seen a 6'3" guy that looked like this, who just stepped out on the field and looked like he was ready to mangle the guy in front of him as a wide receiver.
That's real. That's real right there.
That there's been a level of physicality that has been missing from the Raiders receiving corps. He has it. But that's your second string guy. You're not even expecting him to start.
Yeah. That's true. And that's why I'm just like
Nelson Aguilar or Zay Jones, pick one of them. One of those two are probably going to be backing up the other. Nelson Aguilar is a Super Bowl champion. Zay Jones was a number one pick, was a first round pick.
Yeah.
All across the board, the number twos are pushing the number ones. It's not just the number twos are there because there was a guy on the practice squad behind him.
No, that's true. And here's the other thing, Phil. We're also going to be looking at like Aguilar probably coming at if it was like 5 wide receivers, and then we're really going to be seeing him on special teams, mainly as your returner.
I don't believe you'll be.
Remember, he can do it. He can do it. Actually, he can do it at USC. They just really didn't do it with him in Philly.
Yeah, is he gonna beat out Bowden and Ruggs? Bowden and Ruggs?
It's a possibility, bro.
They do need special teamers. That is one thing that you are going to see that they need, is that all of those older special teamers that they've had have been moved out the door.
And hey,
Versace is gonna have his hands full molding these young group of men that he has. He's got all the physical talent in the world. It's time to fill their empty heads with some NFL knowledge.
So and you gotta understand the other thing about with these other players too. They are hungry, and the one thing about them, they got that dog mentality. And when you got that dog mentality from your running backs now, your wide receivers now, your tight ends, your linemen, D linemen, your linebackers, and your secondary, bruh, that is what the Raiders have been missing for the past couple years.
It's not just dog mentality. It's these guys are champions. These guys are winners. These guys can probably count the amount of games they've lost on one hand in their entire life playing football.
Yeah.
So these guys do not like losing. These guys do not accept losing. These guys do not want to lose. And my favorite thing about football players, especially the guys that talk trash, is that you cannot talk trash if you are not winning. Those two things do not go hand in hand. If you are not winning, you need to sit over somewhere and shut up. Shut your mouth because you're not doing anything. Guys,
well, I mean, first off, you saying shut your mouth, go sit over there and do something. Nah, they ain't gonna be there. Remember, John Rowan, he's still rolling that rule. If you can't pick the shit up, you don't get it, you not executing, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't have time for it.
We're not playing. We're not running the scholarship program any longer.
I feel like with the way things were going later on in the season, a lot of people were like, well, why didn't he pick up such and such, or he didn't get that person? I mean, short amount of time, and you want them to pick up this and this and that, and you're already expecting to have that right there in front of you on your roster. And that's what I'm saying. Another thing about this whole thing with COVID and all, to be honest, if you look at it, the Raiders can really benefit from it since they're expanding the practice squad even more.
Yep.
They're already going to be expanding that like next year, but they're expanding it now. So the guys that John is like always worried about having to like, damn, we're going to have to carry this, we're going to have to carry that. And they might end up carrying more instead of rolling with like a I think you have less players. You're going to have less players inactive during game day. I think that's what's going to end up happening. The league's going to end up making a vote. You're going to end up having less players inactive on game day. You probably only have maybe 2 or 3 guys inactive, and the rest, they're good to go.
So going with a straight 46-man roster instead of a 53, and everybody else goes to the practice squad.
Yeah.
Or maybe you do that, and then you give them the ability to call more guys up or send more guys down. An extra IR designate for return designation. I believe all of that was mentioned as well, right?
Yeah. 1 second, Phil. Phil, anything else you want to add on?
No, for now. I mean, it's really not a lot going on. And one thing I do want to add is that I've seen a lot of stuff about content creators bashing other content creators. And look, at this point, with where we are in the season, whether we have one or not, with the amount of time that's gone by, you're gonna see who's got the juice and who doesn't. Because this ain't easy when you got to make up all the content on your own. When you don't have practices, OTAs, workouts, when you're literally counting on somebody else's video from a park to give you any type of insight as to what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, this shit ain't there if you're going to bash somebody on the work they put in. Now, you know somebody that's stealing somebody's other content,
won't be nothing.
Go ahead and call them out on it. But, in general, Phil, we know a lot of folks that really put in a lot of good work. I know you put in your work. I do my work from this and that. I go out there and do my interviews and all. But you put your work into the writing. And, I'm going to tell you this. It's not the easiest thing because you can get that writer's block. And that is a pain in the ass.
And not only that, but you don't want to be sitting up here trying to write the same thing that 50 other guys have written because it just looks like the same thing 50 other guys have written.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't think a lot of folks get it. Like like you're going like with me doing like interviews, like you going out, have to talk to people face to face, and then you're trying to record this. You don't have your own cameraman. That shit is something else. Like I remember just going through like Maryland Stadium. I'm hitting the stadium steps. And I'm running up and down, and just then you trying to like clean off, not looking all sweaty and shit. And then you got to look up and be like, so coach, blah, 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 talk about the game. And you can't miss a beat. Like you cannot slip up. You can't sound mush mouth, mumbly. You have to pronounce it. You have to project your voice.
And know exactly what the fuck you are talking about.
Bro, I've heard some folks say some shit. I'm like, what? What?
Understand, this is these coaches' lives. They have every single one of these plays outlined down to a number. You could ask them about play number 53, and they would tell you exactly what it was. And if you ask me about play 53, I have no fucking idea. All I know is what was successful and what was not.
Yep. But I'm going to tell you this fun fact. I think coaches hate when you tell them that, such and such, he wasn't staying in the pocket. He wasn't getting the ball off. He just was holding on to it too long. I'm going to tell you this. A coach will be like, the fuck are you? Are you like timing my player on when he's throwing the ball and how long he's holding it? I'm gonna tell you this. They'll go back and look at the film. They'll be like, shit, he was right. Fuck. I did that to Matt Canada. He went with a different quarterback. They tried to say it was an injury. And it was, I'm telling you this, it was not even an injury. Because my man, he was throwing, he was fine. They went with another quarterback. They were like, I had people in the media booth looking at me like, sir, what did you do? None.
Not a thing.
I just called it out. Call as the season. I'm telling you this, a coach will start to consider like, damn, he might be on to something. He ain't one of them idiots to be like that. Just like they know the stuff about football,
right? And
they know the details, bruh. I'm gonna be real. When I'm in the booth, I'm clocking the quarterback on how long they're holding the damn football. That's one. Two, I'm looking at the offensive lineman and how they're getting out. And I'm going to tell you this, bro. I will criticize the old lineman faster than anything. I'm like, was he dealing with any injuries? So where was the struggle at? I mean, is this something that you guys would look to talk to him about, him in the offensive line during the week? I'm going to be real. Yeah, I'm going to call you out. It's going to sound hurtful, but I got to be real with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat the shit.
And it's real easy. It's real easy to spot out shoddy quarterback play when you can see the entire field and you can watch receivers looking like they're signaling touchdowns because they're not getting the football when they're wide fucking open. Yeah. It's real easy to decipher how a play is going to go based off the lineup that you see the defense present on the offensive formation, where they're going with the football. And about seven times out of 10, you're going to be right. Because those holes that they show are still there, unless they're disguising their looks. But even with that, it's still a 50-50 shot on where they are or where they're not going to be. And a lot of times when you see that quarterback get to planting his back foot at the end of his drop and he starts looking around, you can tell whether he knows what's going on or whether he doesn't, because there should be a guy who'll be open by the time he hits that back foot, based off the formation and the defensive alignment, which is what you see Carr try to do a lot of. But the problem is that they just they show him a man look and then pull off on zone. When he knows he has man coverage, he rips and he shreds. That's why the Chiefs and all of those other the Jets, have given him absolute fits, because they'll get up and press and just kind of shrink off and sit in the spot, and he will assume that he's got one look, And when he gets something else, it looks like it's ugly. It's just ugly. There's no other way to say it.
And that's the funny thing about it. You have folks out there like, oh, you're slandering him. Oh, why are you slandering Carr? Oh, you're just a hater. No, it's not. You're not being a hater.
Yeah, I watch a lot of football.
I break down film in a room where I just have a fan on and a bottle of scotch.
No lights, an old projector. And I even got Chris Berman sound effects playing in the background on my tape cassette player.
You know what's wild? I'm not, it's something I never told anybody. So I have gotten together a couple of John Gruden's like older games, like back in the 90s and shit. And I've just sat there and watched it. And I'm trying to do comparisons on how he wants timing and release done. I'm doing a compare and contrast. So my work has not been done, and the amount of sleep has been sucking ass a little bit lately, but hey, I just love doing this. So there's that. And it's not slander, it's not bashing. It's just I'm going to call out the ugly. Because we all see the good, but I'm going to call out the ugly because I need you guys to realize there are going to be things that you start to wonder at times during the game, like, damn, why is he throwing like this? Well, when you mentally blocked out the ugly from the week before, he was throwing like that during this quarter. So you have to understand there's going to be good and ugly, and it's not bashing. It's not trying to destroy a quarterback. It's just you need to understand that he might be throwing like this for an entire game next week against the Chargers versus when Kansas City, he was throwing like he was a brand new person. So there's that. And, I talked about trying to do a giveaway. We talked about trying to do a giveaway and all that. And that's what I have for you guys. I don't know if I can get this up here.
Our very own Raiders mug.
That's right.
For one lucky listener, you can have this beautiful Raiders coffee mug so that when you are waking up in the morning and you need that quick pick me up and that love from Raider Nation, and know that the Unfiltered Truth is here to get you through your morning.
So I'll be making rules and all that good stuff. It's still going to be trivia. And we're going to go over that. You can't enter. You cannot enter. You can't enter in this shit. I don't want to hear it. You can't enter in this damn thing. Right. For the fans, this is for the giveaway. Remember, get a mug. Look at it. It's pretty. It's shiny.
Silver and black.
Yours. Boom. That being said, that's going to be the end of the Unfiltered Truth. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you missed the show, you can go and recap on Spotify. Search the Unfiltered Truth. We're on iTunes. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Google Play. We're on Google Music. Just type in for podcast and look for Unfiltered Truth. We're on YouTube. You can go back and rewatch the YouTube and rewatch the Periscope. It's on my Facebook page. Not Facebook page, but Twitter page. Damn, you can catch it anywhere.
And if
probably on the web too. Who knows?
And if all else fails, just Google us. You see both our names down here at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, literally, you can Google us and you probably end up pulling up the show. But other than that, oh yeah, we're on SoundCloud too. I forgot about that. But other than that, I appreciate you guys tuning in.
We appreciate you guys tuning in and all the love and all the interaction and everything that y'all do, the time that you give to us, so that we can give it right back to y'all. Like, share, well, come on, bro. Nobody wants to see your invisible baby hamster die, bro. Come on. I was right there with you, and then you went off on that tangent.
Oh Lord.
Right along.
Hey, like I said, we got a giveaway. We got a giveaway. Get ready to come up for you guys. You guys can win a mug. It's Las Vegas Raider mug. It's so amazing. It's so fantastic. You guys could just use it for anything. You can hide the tequila in there from your boss. I don't know about the smell, but you can hide it in there.
Magical, I swear.
But other than that, you guys take care. God bless. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there, all right? And wear a damn mask.
Yes.
Okay?
The life you wearing a mask is somebody else's, not your own.
You wearing a mask literally determines how the season's actually going to go.
Right?
So, take care. God bless. Thank you. Come again.
Good night.